Hi everyone and welcome to this week's mod spotlight. I've been looking around for some fairly decent mods and I found this one. And this was released a few weeks back and it is the, let me get the pronunciation right, the Gehl 4835 skid loader pack. I think that is what you call them. I'm not 100% sure though. So you get three in the pack. You get the half track, the crawler and the wheeled version of the skid steer. So these things are incredibly fun. I've been driving them about and I've put different attachments on them. I thought this one was the best one for just the bale spike, as it's the wheeled version. This one, which would be going in slippery, kind of horrible conditions, so I put the big muck fork on that, and the half track, which would probably be a forestry one, I've put the log grab on there. So yeah, they're all very good. They're all very similar, but they have different sort of drive systems. So what I'll do is I'll jump into one. Not sure which one to go for. We'll go for this one first, and we'll have a look around them in a second or two. But this is the inside of it. Obviously it's caged. It's well done, and it's got the controls in here, so I like it. And obviously you can higher and lower this, as you should be able to, just like a front loader. And it's actually got quite high reach as well, so that looks pretty good. Definitely good for tight areas, good for mucking out as well. But we will just jump out and I'll just lower that down and we'll have a closer look. You can see it does look really good. You can see the hydraulic ram in there. Good design here, there's a bit of rust going on there. So it is very realistic, I do like it. And I'll actually show you from the outside view how responsive it is with the steering, because obviously it should almost turn on the spot. You can see the front one is skidding the back one round. I really like that. I think this one though, out of the three, is the best at steering. This one does seem to steer the best. But I think that actually is turning on the spot, pretty much. Seems to be. Well, that's enough of that. That's a bit dizzy. We're going to take this for a bit of a drive and we'll see what the top speed of everything is. We'll just put the display back up again. And we'll go down here. So quite fast. 23 miles per hour. It's not too bad. It's not one of those little trundle things which takes you about half an hour just to get from one field to another. So you probably would want to put it on a low loader or something, on a transport trailer, but if you really wanted to, you could take it down the road. Obviously not with the spikes quite like that, but you get the idea. And it is pretty fast, fun to drive as well, and it's got a 200 litre fuel tank, which is pretty big. Right, so in the store you can see that all three are separate. They're all the same price. The maintenance fee is £25 per day. Maximum power is 175 horsepower. So really not a bad little machine to use. I think it'd be quite fun. I'm actually considering using it in one of my next LPs. So we'll see. I think it is a good thing to be doing the mucking out with. So I'll just pull over here. We'll go and get into another one. Right, so here we are in the crawler, the one with tracks. I'll demonstrate the steering, turning circle. Still not too bad, but I don't think it is quite as good. But it is still good. So again, I think they've all got the same top speed. Yes, they have. But this one does seem like a suitable one to be doing the mucking out with. I really like it. Anyone who's interested, the reversing speed is 11 top speed. And we'll jump into the next one. And this is the one which I think would probably be best for forestry. So I think what we'll do is we'll drive over to where some of the trees are. It's got very, very responsive steering, it's incredible. And I'll cut a tree down, create a log, and we'll move that about. I'll just demonstrate that. Yeah, just the slightest nudge on the steering wheel and it will just go off to the side. Very responsive. Right, so here we are. No indicators. It really should be on a trailer. But lights, let's just check. Yep, it does have lights. It has front lights. And actually those ones on the back do light up as well. Anyway, here we are. I'll cut a tree down and just cut a little bit off one, because it's not going to have a massive capacity because of obviously the size of the machine itself. But it should be good at moving logs a few meters in length. So yes, I'll just get my chainsaw. And they're all fairly big trees, these. Guess I'll have to go for this one. Right, it's coming. I'll just take a metre or so off this. Just get rid of some of the foliage. Okay. So, I think probably if I pick it up actually first with the skid steer. Hopefully I can get it on it. Oh, almost had it. Right, so I'm thinking if I cut it now, might be a bit too big, but about here. Then, yeah, that's not a bad size really. Must be pretty heavy, but that just shows you that it can transport fairly decent sized logs. And then you could be taking this to the chipper or wherever you want it to go to, really. I like it. It's a good little skid steer. And it's really well modelled as well. Good for going over the rough terrain. So there we go. That is the Gehl 4835 SX skid steer loaders. We'll just raise it right up actually and just see what the weight distribution is like, see if it tips forwards. Nope, very sturdy thing. It probably would tip over actually in real life, but it is very sturdy. So there we go. A skid steer loader pack. That's the first time I've done one of them. So thanks for watching everyone, and you can join me again in tomorrow's video.